Hey there, fellow gamers. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm here to introduce you to a game that's going to take you on a mind-blowing journey through ancient Greece, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. This game offers everything a gamer could ask for: an engaging and well-written story, breathtaking landscapes, and a killer exploration system that lets you uncover every nook and cranny of this vast world. But let's not forget the real meat and potatoes of any good game: the builds. Whether you fancy yourself a hunter, warrior, or assassin, this game has got you covered. In this game, you get to choose your own adventure. If you're a fan of the latter, then you're in for a real treat because the assassins in this game are legendary. As an assassin, you'll have access to a range of impressive skills, but one of the most thrilling is the rush assassination. Once you use it, you'll find it hard to resist the temptation to use it again and again. It's like teleporting directly to your enemy and delivering a swift, deadly strike. The sensation is similar to what Minato from Naruto must have felt when he used his Hirai Shin no Jutsu. With moves like these, you'll feel like a true ninja, and the rush of excitement you'll get from each successful assassination is so addictive that you'll want to keep using the skill as often as possible. So, are you ready to dive into the world of Assassin's Creed Odyssey and experience everything it has to offer? Then hit that play button and let's get started.
Okay, let's start her up. Are you sure we can trust this thing? I mean, the book could be just out of Victoria.
Spartans. Nothing. Xerxes wipes it right like they say. For Sparta!
Gamers Achievement. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is an action role-playing game developed by Ubisoft Quebec and published by Ubisoft. It is the 11th major installment in the Assassin's Creed series and was released in 2018 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and later for Nintendo Switch in 2019. Set in ancient Greece during the Peloponnesian War, the game follows the journey of a mercenary named Cassandra or Alexios, who is a descendant of the Spartan king Leonidas. The player takes on the role of Cassandra or Alexios and embarks on a quest to uncover the truth about their past and to become a legendary hero. This is actually the first time players get to choose between a male or female character in the Assassin's Creed series, making it all the more exciting. There is no major difference between choosing Cassandra or Alexios. Both characters have the same abilities, skills, and equipment. The main difference lies in their dialogue, voice acting, and character interactions with non-playable characters. Choosing Cassandra or Alexios can affect the story in subtle ways, such as the way other characters react to the player's gender or the dialogue options available. The game features an open-world environment where the player can explore ancient Greece, complete side quests, engage in battles, and interact with non-playable characters. The combat system has been revamped from previous installments, with a focus on skill-based combat and the ability to choose between various weapons and abilities. Assassin's Creed Odyssey shakes things up by introducing RPG elements to the series, one of which is the dialogue system. For the first time in the franchise, players can make choices in the game that impact the story and lead to multiple endings. But from my personal experience in testing, choosing different dialogue options usually doesn't result in drastic changes to the overall plot. However, it can lead to immediate differences in the story, and sometimes there are definitely some choices that have long-term consequences indeed, so choose wisely. Assassin's Creed Odyssey also gives players the freedom to customize their equipment and improve their abilities as they advance through the game. The equipment system is highly customizable and offers various levels of rarity, including weapons, armor, and accessories. You can get your hands on new gear by looting it from enemies, completing quests, or even buying it from vendors. And if that's not enough, you can upgrade your equipment with resources and engrave them with special bonuses to make them even more powerful. This equipment loot system encourages players to explore the vast game world, engage in combat, and finish quests to obtain better gear. Trust me, the satisfaction of finding rare and powerful equipment is unbeatable. There are so many cool things to explore in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, but let's take a closer look at what I think is the most interesting part, the build. The build system in Assassin's Creed Odyssey is one of the most exciting aspects of the game. As mentioned earlier, players have the choice to build their character as a hunter, warrior, or assassin. Each of these builds has its own set of unique skills, abilities, and equipment, making it possible to play the game in multiple ways. If you want to attack enemies from a distance, the hunter build is perfect for you. They use a bow and arrows to deal high damage to enemies from a distance. Hunters can also unlock abilities that make them even more deadly with the bow, like shooting arrows that can pierce through multiple enemies or cause poison or fire damage. One of the best hunter skills is multi-shot. This lets players shoot multiple arrows at once, making it really helpful for crowd control or taking out groups of enemies. With this skill, you can quickly and efficiently deal with several foes at once. For players who like charging into the thick of battle, the warrior build is perfect. Equipped with a powerful sword and shield, warriors can deal out high damage to multiple enemies at once. As they level up, warriors can unlock abilities that make them even more deadly in combat, like dealing extra damage with heavy attacks or stunning enemies with their shield. The warrior class is all about close-range combat, and they're built to take hits with their high health and strength. One of their most distinctive skills is Spartan Kick. With this skill, the player can give their enemies a mighty kick that sends them flying backward, giving the player a moment to catch their breath or deal with other foes. If you prefer a more sneaky and stealthy approach to combat, the assassin build is perfect for you. With their mastery of stealth and assassination techniques, assassins can take out enemies without ever being detected. As they level up, assassins can unlock abilities that make them even more deadly in stealth mode, like turning invisible or instantly killing enemies from behind. The assassin build is all about stealth and close-range combat, and my personal favorite skill is rush assassination. With this skill, the player can quickly and quietly take out an enemy with a single devastating blow. But there are other interesting skills too, like Shadow of Nyx. This skill lets the player become invisible and move around undetected, making it easier to sneak up on enemies and take them out without being seen. Let's rate Assassin's Creed Odyssey in different aspects like story, gameplay, music, visuals, and replayability. First up, the story in this game is pretty unique. It's pretty cool because it's not your typical RPG where you just follow a linear storyline. Instead, there are multiple storylines to explore at the same time, and some of the side stories are even better than the main one. The non-linear approach makes it more immersive, and you get to choose your own path and discover hidden secrets and storylines throughout the game. Although, to be honest, I didn't find the plot to be mind-blowing or anything. So, I'd give the story an 8.2 out of 10 for its complexity and non-linear storytelling approach. Assassin's Creed Odyssey's gameplay is really exciting and action-packed, with loads of weapons, abilities, and skills to choose from. The open-world environment is massive and encourages players to explore and discover new things. The combat system is smooth and easy to get used to, with a range of options for both close-up and long-range attacks. There are also plenty of side quests and missions to complete, which makes the overall gameplay experience really engaging. However, after playing for around 30 hours, the exploration parts can start to feel a bit repetitive and formulaic, making it less exciting to explore the question marks on the map. I'd give the gameplay a solid 8.9 out of 10. The music in Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a cool mix of traditional Greek instruments and modern orchestra. It really adds to the overall experience of exploring ancient Greece and helps to bring the story to life. However, I gotta be honest, while the music is great, there isn't any particular track that stands out to me and makes me remember it. So, my overall rating for the music would be 7 out of 10. The visuals in Assassin's Creed Odyssey are absolutely breathtaking. The environments, character models, and animations are all super detailed and impressive. The open-world setting is filled with lush forests, sprawling cities, and ancient ruins that are all crafted with amazing attention to detail. The lighting effects and weather system also add to the game's immersive experience. However, some of the buildings and mountain ranges do start to look a bit repetitive after a while. So, my overall rating for the visuals would be 8.4 out of 10. Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a game that you can play over and over again without getting bored. There are so many different story paths and dialogue options to explore, and the choices you make can lead to different outcomes. Plus, the game has a new Game Plus mode, which lets you play through it again with all of your skills and gear from the previous playthrough. The open-world environment is huge and filled with tons of secrets to discover, which keeps things interesting. It took me around 85 hours to finish the whole game, and there are even DLCs to keep you playing for even longer. Overall, I would rate the replayability as 9.6 out of 10. By the way, have you heard of the super fun Easter eggs in Assassin's Creed Odyssey? Let me tell you about my top 3 favorites. First up, the Korok Seed. If you're a Zelda fan like me, you gotta check this out. There's a tiny island in Pandora's Cove located in the Molly's area in the northwest corner of the map where you can find it. Next up, we've got the Gorton Waterfall Easter egg in the Minos' Legacy located in the Masara area, also in the southeast corner of the map. Transport yourself there and you'll be treated to a scene straight out of Black Panther with 2 warriors battling it out above the falls. Last but not least, head on over to Mount Anos in the Kefalonia Islands area located to the west of the map to check out the Lightning Zeus fast travel point. Climb up that massive Zeus statue and see what surprises await you.
I should probably not climb on this.
Trust me, these Easter eggs are worth checking out if you're a fan of the game or just looking for some fun secrets to uncover. Okay, to sum it up, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is a game you shouldn't miss out on. It's got awesome storylines that you can choose and a beautiful landscape that will blow your mind. The game's build is a true masterpiece, allowing you to play as a hunter, warrior, or assassin, and changing your build is easy and doesn't cost much. This means you can switch up your playstyle whenever you feel like it. I especially love how the characters' facial expressions are so on point. It makes the game feel more real and immersive. Of course, like any game, there are some downsides. For one, the exploration part is a bit too easy. The information you get is almost always spot on, and the hints and prompts make it hard to truly experience the thrill of exploring. But overall, it's definitely a game worth playing. Alright, and I want to hear your thoughts on Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Do you think it's a great addition to the Assassin's Creed series or not? A. I absolutely love it. The RPG elements make the game even more immersive and the replayability is fantastic. B. No, I'm not a fan. In my opinion, assassins should stick to their assassin ways, and Ezio is the only true assassin for me. C. I think both classic and newer titles like Origins, Odyssey, and Valhalla have their own unique appeal and are great in their own way. Leave your comments below and let's continue the conversation.